prize for our beautiful bride. Dear family and friends, with great affection for Sharita and Alan, we have gathered together to witness their union in marriage. To this moment, they bring the fullness of their hearts as a treasure and a gift to share with one another. We rejoice with them in thankfulness for this union of hearts built on friendship, respect, and love. When asked what it means to have you all here today, Sharita and Alan said that you, their family and friends, have helped them become the people they are today. Each and every one of you has impacted their lives. They would like to remember loved ones who have passed on. Sharita's father, and another very important family member, Jenna. Poet Anatole France said, "Until one has loved an animal, the heart of one's soul remains unawakened." And we know that their love is here today. Alan and Sharita met at work and were cubicle buddies. As she said, we shared a lot of laughs and would talk for hours after work about our love of music, food, travel, or just some crazy thing we saw on TV. Sharita was very touched by a special graduation gift from Alan, Puma athletic shoes. She knew she was in love with Alan when he and other friends helped her move. He stayed very late to help her assemble her bed so she wouldn't have to sleep on the floor. I wasn't going to go there. She remembered right then I knew I could really fall for him. Alan knew he was in love with Sharita on a charity bike ride in Columbia, Missouri. He said, "I watched her as she chatted with the volunteers, flashed that nearly ever-present smile. That moment, a strange feeling of joy swelled within me, and I realized she was the one for me." So Sharita, Alan, are you ready to continue your loving relationship in marriage?
We are.
We are.
Alan, will you take Sharita to be your wife, your lifelong partner? Will you constantly stay aware of your relationship with her, striving to communicate with her and be sensitive to her needs, wanting her success and happiness through all the years ahead?
I will.
Sharita, will you take Alan to be your husband, your lifelong partner? Will you try to stay aware of your relationship with him, striving to communicate with him and be sensitive to his needs, wanting his success and happiness through all the years ahead?
I will.
Family and friends, this is the audience participation part. Have you come here today to support the union created by Sharita and Alan? If so, shout out, "We have."
We have!
Right. Good support. Around the world, marriage is spoken of as a joining of hands. And at this time, Sharita and Alan will participate in a hand fasting ritual. The word hand fasting originated from the wedding custom of tying the bride and groom's hands together, hence the term tying the knot. Sharita, turn Alan's hands palm side up so that you may see the gift they are to you. Place your hands palms up to him so that he too may see what a gift your hands are to him.
These are my hands, young and strong and vibrant with love, that are holding yours on our wedding day, as I promise to love you all the days of our lives. These are the hands that will love you and cherish you through the years for a lifetime of happiness.
May these hands always be held by one another. May they have the strength to hold on during times of stress or the darkness of night. May they remain tender and gentle as they nurture each other in their love. May these hands continue building a relationship founded in love, rich and caring, and devoted to reaching for perfection. The following quote about love is from the poet Robert Frost. Suddenly, quietly, you realize that from this moment forth, you will no longer walk through this life alone. Like a new sun, this awareness arises within you, freeing you from fear, opening your life. It is the beginning of love and the end of all that came before. Alan loves how much Sharita loves animals, especially dogs. He loves that she smiles and laughs almost all of the time. He said, I admire her amazing positive outlook, her seeing the good before the bad, and that her worst swear word is dagnabbit, and her biceps. Sharita said, Alan is such a caring, sweet, funny person who loves to laugh. I love it when he speaks with a Scottish accent, or when he acts out Seinfeld episodes. She appreciates how much Alan cares for his family and friends and his love of animals. So now, as you bask in the love you have for each other, it is time to speak your wedding vows, your promises to each other.
I love you, Alan. I know that you are the only one for me, my one true love. I am happy and I am grateful that you came into my life, that where others have spent their entire lives looking for the one, I have found you. I promise you, Alan, that I shall hold you and cherish you and give you all my heart, that I shall support you and care for you. Faithfully, I shall always stand steadfast at your side with your hand in mine, regardless of what life brings us. I take you now as my husband, and I shall remain so for the rest of my life.
Made in China. Oh. Love knows no limit to its endurance, no end to its trust, no fading of its hope. It can outlast anything. Love stands when all else has fallen. I came alive when I started loving you. The best love is the kind that weakens the soul, that makes us reach for more, that plants fire in our hearts and brings peace to our minds. That's what you've given me. That's what I hope to give you forever. It was not into my ear you whispered, but into my heart. And it was not your lips, my lips you kissed, but my soul. I am in every thought of my heart, yours.
Alan's romantic proposal to Sharita took place in New York City, one of their favorite places in the world. Wanting to surprise her, Alan bought Sharita a silver ring from Tiffany's and purposely had it sized very small, knowing it wouldn't fit. They took the ring to the Tiffany store here in St. Louis, but were told that the new ring would have to be ordered from the New York store. They were going to New York that very weekend. How convenient. Alan had already bought the engagement ring, and now Tiffany had the correct size. So after their visit to the store, they headed to the roof of the Metropolitan Museum of Art at sunset. Sharita's words finished the story. Alan found someone to take our picture, and as I started to pose for the picture, he dropped down on one knee and said, "I love you, and you love New York, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?" She went on to say, I cried and said yes, and as we kissed, everyone on the rooftop erupted in applause. Before you exchange your wedding rings, hold them over your hearts and symbolically instill your love for each other into the ring. And when you have been together for a long time, you will look at these rings and feel the indentations on your fingers and know that they contain all of the memories of your life and your relationship. May they always serve as a reminder of how great your love is for one another. So Alan, as you slide the ring on Sharita's finger, repeat after me. With this ring, I give my promise.
With this ring, I give my promise.
That from this day forward, you will not walk alone.
That from this day forward, you will not walk alone.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are.
May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are.
May you feel this joy forever.
May we feel this joy forever.
Sharita, bring on the finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
Let it be a reminder that I am always by your side,
Let it be a reminder that I'm always by your side,
and that I will always be a faithful partner to you.
and I will always be a faithful partner to you.
I love you more than a lifetime.
I love you more than a lifetime.
On this table, we have a pot filled with earth in which an ivy plant is growing. Ivy can grow, spread, and flourish under many conditions: cultivated land and wasteland, light or near darkness, fertile soil, or upon rubble and stones. It will push its way through tiny cracks and crevices to reach the light, and is strong and difficult to destroy. The ivy in this pot symbolizes the love that Sharita and Alan have for each other. Their love, like ivy, will grow, spread deep, strong roots, and flourish. During their marriage, Sharita and Alan will encounter good times and bad times, but like the ivy in this pot, their love will be strong. It will be strong enough to continue to flourish in all conditions. And as water nourishes a plant, you will continue to nourish your relationship and your marriage through the years with attention, sustenance, and caring. So now, as you water your plant, it is a symbol of your intention to care for each other and your marriage. Alan, Sharita, you have committed yourselves to each other through your vows and honored each other with the gift of eternal love. As your ceremony comes to an end, let the words of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow inspire us. Kind hearts are the gardens, kind thoughts are the roots, kind words are the flowers, kind deeds are the fruits. Take care of your garden and keep out the weeds. Fill it with sunshine, kind words, and kind deeds. And long years from now, may you look at one another and be able to say, with you, I have lived the life I always wanted to live. With you, I have become the person I always longed to be. And now it is my great pleasure to declare that Alan and Sharita are husband and wife. Mr. and Mrs. Gober. You may kiss.
There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you'd found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful
Everyone, please exit out the gate as the receiving line will be forming in the driveway.
Trying to blow the gnats off my thing. It was warm in there.